Hey my friend, it's Brando Linick, and are you wondering if Anthony Powell from Herbalife is in fact the real deal or not? Or, if you can actually apply his trainings and techniques to go out there, sponsor more people, get more reps, and grow your organization? Well, I want to let you know all these questions and more I'm really going over in detail, so you're going to want to pay close attention, and if you don't pay attention, you're just going to be missing out on critical information that's going to allow you at the end of this video make an educated decision whether or not you can actually use this training and whether or not you can apply it in a way that separates yourself above the competition to do those things. So first and foremost, before we get started here, I want to let you know he is actually not a part of Herbalife anymore. He's a part of Vima, and he is in fact the real deal. He's not a scam, he's not a scheme, and you can relax and sit back because I am not affiliated with him or his organization, and I don't intend to be, so you can just relax, okay? No pitches here. But that being said, he is a great MLMer. Prior to him leaving Herbalife, he was one of the company's biggest independent distributors with over 16,000 people in his organization, which means a lot of success. He knows what he's doing, he knows how to build teams, and he knows how to create duplication. So, really why he left Herbalife after being involved for 20 years was because of allegations and FTC problems that the company was facing and has still been facing for the last couple of years now, being called a pyramid scheme and just not following the rules and regulations. So it's just not a good thing if you're a network marketing company and you're not doing that, disclosing earnings and all those things. So that's why he made the switch. Personally, I think it's smart. But that said, everyone has their own biased opinion, and he actually built his organization all through traditional methods: home meetings, three-way calls, luncheons, one-on-ones. So there's nothing really that's kept a secret to Anthony's success and what he's been able to accomplish. He's pretty much an open book. In fact, I actually was able to do this whole review, this overview of him, just by going to his websites and going to Vima and just doing a little bit of background check on himself. So it was very easy. It only took a couple minutes. And, that leaves us. Should you actually join Anthony? Well, personally, it shouldn't really matter who you join. It doesn't really matter your company, your product, and who you fall under in their downline. The fact is, you're going to have to do the same things to build this business in network marketing, and that is you got to learn how to sponsor and you got to learn how to sell. And if you're joining under a leader like Anthony, the only problem is you got to keep in mind, if you want to get their attention and if you actually want their help, you have to be able to produce, you have to be able to sponsor, and you have to be able to sell. If you don't do that, you're not going to get their attention and they're not going to help you out because there will be no point in helping you out, right? If their organization is so big, they're not going to cater to every single person, and I hope that makes sense. However, people who apply his trainings and techniques and try and model him do have problems, and I want to share with you these problems so you can overcome them, all right? And that is, all the time I see people who are not just affiliated with Anthony himself, but just in network marketing in general, when they apply the same trainings and techniques like top earners like himself are applying to grow their business, they still tend to struggle with something that's very simple and very easy, but only if you understand it. And I'll tell you something, my friend, I've gotten around people who have made $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month, and over $100,000 a month in this industry, and they all understand these three things. And people who don't are what I call grinders, and you do not want to be a grinder in this industry and applying other people's trainings to go out and model their results. So that said, the first thing is you have to know who your target market is. You got to know who it is you're speaking to, okay? And a lot of people out there, they go and they add people on Facebook thinking it's an effective way to build an organization online, and it's just not. You get it all the time in your inbox. Someone random adds you and they pitch you their opportunity. It's not cool. And people who pitch their friends and family, it's not an effective way. Your family is not going to be, good business partners to have on your team until after you have the results and after you have the success, because it's just not a good way to do it. You tell me one person who has had family members on their team be able to build tremendous success without beating their head against the wall, then by all means send them my way, and you can drop me a comment down below. But I've never seen it in this industry. It just doesn't work out. And chances are you don't have enough friends and family to actually build an organization. But that's the next thing. Same with people who wander around in Walmart. Not a cool thing to do. They don't know how to effectively present themselves as well. So when you have people coming in, you know who your target market is. People do not know how to effectively present themselves like Anthony does to close sales and bring people into the organization. And people ultimately always, all the time, run out of prospects way too early on in their business, whether they become affiliated with Anthony, whether they go down a different path. They run out of prospects, they run out of leads. And what I want to do It's just for your education. I want to give you some more additional value. I don't want to keep this vague and ambiguous. I want to break down each and every single one of these 3 things so you get a clear understanding how to overcome them and go out there and really succeed in the industry. So the first is know who you're talking to. I cannot emphasize this enough. You cannot speak to everyone because not everyone is in your market. You have 2 people in your target market. That is people who are already in companies looking for a better way to promote themselves through online methods. And then you have people who are in your niche. So if your product is around coffee or weight loss or skincare, you're speaking to people who want to look sexy in jeans, who want to lose weight, who want to be energized, not just from 10 cups of coffee in a day, but just from 1 in the morning. Those are your target market. That is who you speak to, and by far the best way to speak to an audience and your target market today is through leveraging personally branded online campaigns. So people know, like, and trust you before you even pick up the phone and speak to them, before you even see them in person. It's by far the best way to do that. Which leads us next, which is creating compelling messages. You have to be able to do this in order to actually bring people in your organization. And whatever approach you take, you really got to learn this, and I don't want you to confuse it for selling yourself or coming off salesy. A lot of people think that creating a compelling message is just talking about the benefits of your product, or telling people why they should join and all this stuff, and that's good, but it just doesn't work. It's not as effective. It's kind of been overdone. And really how you perfect this part of your business is by knowing who it is you're speaking to. You will never have a problem creating a compelling message and presentation out there, okay, whether it's online or offline. Okay, you will never have a problem if you have your target market, you know who it is, and you provide yourself as the solution to their problem, all right? I hope you got that, because this is how you rise above the crowd, like Anthony has done, like top leaders have done in this industry. Whether you have no results or whether you have a lot of results, this is how you do it, okay? So there's no excuses as to why you can't do this if you have no results whatsoever. And next is really the icing on the cake. If you do not have this, all the last 2 parts will not even be put together. You will not be able to function in this business or in this industry, or with Anthony if you decide to get started with him, or if you decide to go a different route. You have to be able to get an unlimited amount of prospects coming to you 24/7, day and night, like clockwork, through personally branded campaigns. I see a lot of people out there who are promoting their company, benefits, how it can do this and all that. But the thing is, you got to keep in mind, people do not join the company. They join you. When they join you, they're being a part of your organization. That's how you build downlines, and that's ultimately how you grow an organization and a true leveraged income. Without prospects, you're not going to have a business. This is the key from going around hunting people for your business opportunity to becoming the hunted and never having to worry about not having a prospect ever again. And this one strategy alone, through personally branded campaigns and systems online, has allowed me, after about a year of struggling, 2 months ago, going from 0 to being able to sponsor a person a day, 2 people a day. So my friend, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got value out of it. If you did, leave me a comment down below if you want to learn how, step by step, I've been able to, just in the last 2 months, going from 0, literally nothing, after beating my head against the wall, doing home meetings and 3-way calls, because I didn't have a big sphere of influence. Then you can click the link down below. I'm going to share with you how I sponsor a person a day, 2 people a day, and what you're going to see there is another 3-minute video breaking down in detail how I've been able to do that, and then you're going to see testimonials from people who I've personally worked with who have applied the same methodology to go out and get results. So that said, I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world, my friend. Take care.